She's the most important person, so it doesn't matter.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh, that was gross. That was a nasty laugh.
Okay. Lesson learned.
Spring fever.
From the girl that
The other one the one that left Fifth Harmony is another Fourth Harmony. Yeah. Shit. Right. I can't curse. Okay.
Shit. Oh wait. Sorry.
I just have a lot of problems, and it's all because of spring. Obviously.
I'm the most adultiest adult here.
To quote Aziz Ansari in Masters of None,
The sickening! It's happening!
Before I moved to South Carolina, I never had like allergy issues or whatever. You know how like snow, it's like, ooh, white, pretty. This was like pollen covering everything. And I was like, I'm glad I don't have allergies. I was wrong.
I drive a gray Kia Soul, and it's like a dark gray. So now at this point, it just looks like my car's yellow.
I never get sick during the spring. I was so God blessed to not have to be allergic to pollen. My mom was like, not this one. God was like, not this one, not her.
I'm greatly allergic to pollen. You can't tell right now, but every morning when I wake up, I sneeze about 20 times.
Like every time I go in the office, like someone will sneeze and then someone will like spray like Windex or something. Like they're like, this is the only clean thing we have.
I'm allergic to white oak, which is the most common tree on campus. So between the months of February and May, because spring starts in February in South Carolina, I cannot go outside. I have 2 inhalers, one for at home and one in my purse for emergencies. And I die.
So unlike some people, I don't have allergies like actually at all.
Because I have an allergy to cold too. I was like, my family, I don't know how my bloodline has lasted this long, because I felt like the frail child that wouldn't make it through the colonial winter. Like, just because it was 40 degrees out for 2 days, I was literally dying.
last semester, where towards the end, I had a full-blown head cold and could not breathe through my nose, was coughing up my own lungs, and was 99.9% sure I was going to die. Literally, I sat there studying like the Ben Affleck sad face, Hello Darkness, my whole friend, like playing behind me. So miserable. So as beautiful as spring is, you know that sickness is coming. And right now, my only advice is get your emergency, protect yourself.
Spring fever though, the part about actually spring, I'm feeling it. It was 89 degrees yesterday. It was sunny and 75 today. I wore a tank top. I painted my nails very Eastery colors. I feel good.
To quote Miss Congeniality, it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. Oh boy.
Spring's not my season, fall is my season because it's kind of like spring but without the pollen.
I feel like spring's a little awkward. It's sort of like that little teaser to like, hey, summer's coming. Summer's coming.
The weather is so freaking funky, and I'm like, please just stick to being within the 70s. The early 70s is good enough for me.
But other than that, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, the flowers are blooming, and cuffing season's over, so now all of a sudden, all the ladies are back at it, and they're like, so you better lock down your man.
Who doesn't want to go camp outside for 5 days and not shower? Me.
You get to see all your favorite artists and then get to hop on some new band artists, that you never heard of before. You have heard, but you never really got a feel for it.
I don't think I'm cool enough, honestly.
I'm like a social introvert. I talk like no other. I love being around people. But then at the same time, when I'm around too many people, I start I'm just like, oh my God, are you alone?
All these people are rocking these insane fashion get-ups, and I'm just like, I would wear jeans and a tank top and I'd feel like a loser.
And all the celebrities are going out in the florals and trying to dress down oh no, we don't have a lot of money, but we're wearing Urban Outfitters and it's $200 to look like a hobo.
When I was in high school, me and my friends pretended, because we had a Coachella day, and we all got to dress in hippie clothes. I wore a bralette and I almost got a referral.
It's a good concept, but hipsters have ruined it. I'm all for do what you want, but when you're coming in here with head feathers when you're white, that's offensive.
It literally kills every part of my soul, because I friends who are Native Americans, and they don't with it.
Wearing a flower crown does not make you Stevie Nicks. It does not make you a 70s hippie child. And it doesn't make you a 60s flower child, whatever. It makes you a basic bitch.
I really want to go to Coachella. Like that's so cookie cutter to say.
Only just to see Beyonce perform. That's it. I mean, I was so close to going this year, but then like she got pregnant, bliss. And then, you know, they was like, oh, Lady Gaga. And I was like,
They always have like the best people play at the same time. And so you have to choose between, do I want to see The Weeknd or do I want to see Lady Gaga? And like, you know what? You shouldn't have to make that choice. You're not getting your money's worth out of it.
Okeechobee. That one happened, and I know a lot of girls went to that, and now they're like, oh my God, hashtag so poor, I need a job. I'm like,
I'm going to Carolina Rebellion. I'm so freaking excited. Like, oh my God. No, people get really shocked, and I'm like, oh no, I love like hard rock, and they're like, what? You wear dresses?
Expensive, man. Like, you got tickets, but then you have to get there because odds you live in friggin', I don't even know where they are, hotels or I guess like a tent or something. Food, drinks, alcohol, bathrooms, food.
I hate the girls that are like, I'm so broke, God, college is so expensive. Travels to like California and like Chicago and all this, and I'm like, thought you were broke. I'm gonna tell FAFSA.
How many drugs do people have when they go to these things? I mean, I can only imagine at Coachella, like, I'm sure there's weed. I am sure there's LSD. I'm sure there's acid.
You gotta get really creative with like where you store your substances. They like put water bottles and like crush them and like stick them in their pants. Ever heard of a tampon flask? Those things are...
What?
It's like a tampon applicator, but it's like has like a screw top. And it's like this big, and you pour the alcohol, you screw it back on, you stick it back in like the plastic thing. But they started shaking them because they know.
Like, my face is too judgmental to go to music festival because they're usually all about like peace and love, and I'm not.
Vania, you just got it all over her nice white skirt.
whoever's having a cookout, I'm the one. I got the Tupperware. Let me know.